How's it going, folks? I know this review is a bit late. I know I'm usually right on time, on point, as some people would say, but due to some technical difficulties and some shenanigans, to say the least, I'm doing this a little later than usual. But hey, better late than never. This is gonna be my Raw review, and overall, I thought Raw tonight was other than a few spots from tonight, I thought it was casual Raw, kind of duh, not overall not very good Raw, but okay, I'll take that back. It was a decent Raw because of some moments. Keyword some, meaning more than one. There's like two or three. But let's take it off, shall we? First you had Seth Rollins coming out to the ring, saying that real highlight last week was him curb stopping both Ambrose and Cena, and then out comes, guess you could say God Stooges, Joey Mercury, and Jamie Noble, and eventually Cena comes out along with Ambrose, and Cena and Ambrose they want to beat up obviously on Rollins, but Rollins escapes again. Kind of remind me of basically last week's beginning, and also came out good. He came out to the ring, not to the ring, came out on the stage actually. He came out and he's like, you know what? I think I know what's best for business. Other than my wife, the queen, be next to me. I'm gonna have you, Seth Rollins, Kane, and Randy Orton versus Dean Ambrose, and John Cena in a handicap match, 3-on-2. So then you have that, right? Then you have Cesaro, Stardust, and Goldust versus Dolph and the Usos. And okay, what was the point of giving Stardust and Goldust the tag titles if every match they're having on freaking television they're gonna lose? I mean, Stardust and Goldust. I don't understand this. I really don't. But for the being, they're stupid ass booking. But anyways, moving on to. I'm sorry, I just can't get to that. And then you have like the most pointless segment ever. Oh my god. You have these two bitches who I never heard in my life. I know they're on freaking the Today Show. What were their names? Freaking Kathy Lee Gifford and Hada Kudbu. Can I say her name? I'm gonna say Hada. And they were just like drunk or something. They're like, oh, my mom's from Brooklyn. Yeah, Susan G. Coleman, breast cancer awareness month. This was like 10 minutes of this crap. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I would have rather have taken friggin' Adam Rose versus I don't know, anyone on the roster rather than this. Like, I don't understand this. Like, horrible. Oh god, it was pointless crap to say the least. So that was that. Yeah, thanks everybody. And then we saw a couple of video packages. I'm just gonna say this once or twice. First, you had the Bray Wyatt basically building up Luke Harper, and then later that night, you also had another video package, a vignette of Bray Wyatt building up Eric Rowan. And I'm like, oh god, Eric Rowan. But WWE did a nice job with those little vignettes there. But the one thing that confuses me is that Bray Wyatt was saying something about like a baby. He's like, oh, the devil's baby. I'm like, you have a baby for that? I didn't know what the hell this was. I was really confused with it always. I was like, God. Anyways, moving on. We had Bo Dallas versus Mark Henry. And Bo Dallas, 3-0 against Mark Henry. You could say 3-0 against Mark Henry. He won by countout. And I guess since he beat Mark Henry 3 times, now he's magically the #1 contender for the IC title tomorrow night, or technically tonight, on main event. Okay, moving on. So we had, what else did we have? I'm trying to think. Oh, you had Dean Ambrose coming to the ring. Okay, this was kind of hilarious, to be honest with you. Dean Ambrose comes down the ring. That's right, the Joker's long lost son, who looks like he's a freaking hobo. Alright, it's plain and simple. Alright, he comes out to the ring, and he's all like, I gotta be in a match with Cena tonight. Cena, he might come out here. So Cena comes out, and then he's like, you know what? We got personal differences. We got to fight the Authority tonight. And then Ambrose reminded him on SmackDown that I guess they had a tag team match, and then Cena kind of ditched him in order to get Rollins on SmackDown. He was left to the wolves per se, and Ambrose was pissed off because he's like, I wanted to like you, John, but now I don't like you. You know, he's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to Coney Island. So apparently he took a ride to Coney Island. Like literally, they showed him getting up, leaving the ring, leaving the arena, and going to the subway in Brooklyn, New York, to go to Coney Island. And I was like, alrighty then. Interesting, to say the least. So then you had, and then you had this that I made. This did not make any sense to me. All right. Actually, wait. First, you had the little backstage segment between God and Cena. God's like, you know what? It'll be a 3-on-1 handicap match, but don't worry, you'll face Rollins first thing though. So that was that. And then you had, oh boy, you had Hippie Bella with one arm behind her back versus Giraffe herself, Summer Rae. And I'm like, okay, I get what you're doing with WWE. I love each Bella equally. Big titty, Wonder Woman Bella, and then Hippie Bella. But why are you making Nikki made her look weak, and then now you're making Bray look like, guess you could say John Cena of the Divas division, because it's like, oh, no problem for her. I mean, it's just, it doesn't make much sense to me, but yeah, this was just like a poor way of kind of bringing up the feud. It was like a really lazy way of anything. I mean, moving on though. We had Jack Swagger versus Tyson Kidd in a random one-on-one match. I mean, I know they're trying to, it's kind of like the Total Divas, because Tyson Kidd and Natalia are having marriage issues on Total Divas, so it's like, oh, Tyson Kidd's got to lose and blaming on Natalia. Oh, Total Divas, check out this Sunday. 2 episodes. Yeah, that's all. And then you had like a mini little, like, there's like a 30-second little vignette thing of Edge and Christian promoting it on the WWE Network after Raw. They're going to be in the studios in freaking Connecticut, hyping up the 15th, it was a 15th year anniversary of SmackDown. I was like, oh, my inner Attitude Era self, childhood, marked out at that moment, seeing Edge and Christian together talking about old school SmackDown. Yeah. But when SmackDown mattered, remember those days? Yeah, those were the days, weren't they? So then we had El Perito versus Hornswoggle, aka Mini Gator. Another pointless segment on Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys for this pointless crap. Okay, you don't mind if we move on. Alright. So then we go on to a very interesting segment because, of course, you had Russo with Lana coming out there basically saying the same crap, blah, 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 blah. But they said it was Vladimir Putin's birthday. And they're calling out the Big Show because I guess last week the Big Show pulled down the Russian flag and all the Russians were all upset about it and everything. So they had an apology. Big Show sat on SmackDown. Anyway, they wanted Big Show to come out and say apology to their faces. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, another stupid segment. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my god, no freaking way. And to me, I wish I wasn't on Twitter that second because The Rock literally tweeted I think 5 seconds before he came out there. He must have been on his phone or something. Because he's like, surprise. I'm like, surprise? No way. I thought The Rock was trolling. I'm like, oh, The Rock's just trolling. Dwayne Johnson, he's just trolling. And he just came out there. I'm like, oh my god. That was a nice surprise. The Rock coming out there, the crowd went crazy. Biggest pop of the night by far. I mean, for once, they weren't chanting Derek Jeter in the night, or this is stupid. They were chanting for Rocky, Rocky. It was a cool little segment there. And, he basically says that, oh, Rusev, you're strong, but, you don't give a damn. And that, Lana, you're hot, but you know what, you look like, what was it he said? Like a Russian streetwalker? He was, he's like good, like The Rock. Rock obviously has aged, but his insults in general have not aged at all whatsoever. I mean, they're still great, they're still solid. It just makes me think, God, if only WWE can make a star like The Rock these days, man. But it was cool to see, and, he kind of, I guess you could say he buried Rusev. And, smacked him in the face a couple of times. Rusev got out of there. But you know what? If anything, it was kind of WWE being serious with Rusev because you guys know me. I'm not a Rusev fan by any means, but I'm a Lana fan. But, if anything, showing that they're putting The Rock right next to Rusev, by far a future Hall of Famer. We're just still waiting for the day when he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. A legend like The Rock being right next to Rusev. that's basically God saying, I really like you, Rusev. Not like you did with John Cena, and your career is screwed for the rest of your life. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But overall, a very cool segment. Cool to see The Rock come back. So then you had Diva Tag Team match. You had Paige and Alicia Fox versus AJ Lee and her mysterious tag team partner known as Emma. Yeah, very face like of Ed AJ to just basically say, well, you know what, Emma, screw you. Jumps off the apron and ditches ditches Emma, excuse me, so that Paige could beat up basically Emma. And I'm sitting here going, AJ, 12-year-old Miss Brooks doing what her husband did. Leave and quit. Anyways, moving on. So you had Sheamus versus The Miz, and this was actually probably the best match of the night. It was a pretty solid match, actually. I know Damien Mizdow was over tonight, and I've been a fan of Mizdow, Damien Mizdow, for several weeks. I mean, I'm liking this whole how do I say this? This whole stunt double for The Miz. It's working well, and it's funny, it's hilarious, entertaining. He's basically copying The Miz. The Miz could be like, oh, screw you, and then freaking, Miz giving, Sandows are like, it's hilarious. But anyways, basically, Miz Sandow distracts Sheamus, Bro kicks him in the face, Miz rolls up Sheamus, 1, 2, 3, Miz wins. And I'm thinking, okay, are they doing with this whole lazy booking thing of freaking let's trade opponents instead of freaking Cesaro and Sheamus and Ziggler and Miz? Now we're gonna do Ziggler and Cesaro versus Miz and Sheamus. Like, oh god damn, that's when booking's lazy. But anyways, moving on. By the way, it was Bruno Sammartino's birthday as well. Hall of Famer. So last but not least, we have the main event versus Kane, long lost X-Men, Seth Rollins, and this was just kind of a throwaway main event. Like, there was nothing really anything special about it. You're gonna know it lasted like 5 minutes at that, and then, who came to save the day after Cena wins by disqualification? Dean Ambrose in a hot dog cart. I'm not joking, a hot dog cart, and he actually got his little holsters. Kind of looked like freaking. You look like the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona, which is now like 10 minutes away from here, where I live now. Where freaking get ketchup, mustard, start spraying from freaking Randy Orton and Kane. I'm like, okay, this is getting really corny real quick. And then freaking Ambrose got the tongs, the hot dog tongs, and put it up basically freaking Rollins' crotch, and I'm like, okay, that was kind of funny. And then Ambrose gets in the ring, and God's like, well, you know what? At Hell in a Cell, we're gonna have Dean Ambrose versus John Cena, and the winner of the match faces Seth Rollins later in the night, in the Hell in a Cell match. And then Stephanie's like, no matter what, either Dean Ambrose or John Cena's going to hell. I love Stephanie, the Queen of Queens, but the way she pronounced the hell afterwards is like you're trying too hard to be your father. Anyways, that was Monday Night Raw for tonight's overall mediocre show, really. But, Raw coming back. We actually have a match for Hell in a Cell, getting building up. And honestly, as much as Cena's most likely going to win, goddamn Cena, at freaking Hell in a Cell, both his matches most likely. But Ambrose and Cena could put up a pretty good match at Hell in a Cell, and the way they're feuding with this is, Ambrose not kind of be, the anti-heel, anti-face here, kind of like a tweener. I'm digging it. So you know what? That's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out.